Types of irony. Think of irony as a contrast or an opposite idea. It is sort of discrepancy or incongruity. For example, in Chopin's The Story of an Hour, it is ironic that Mrs. Mallard dies of joy that kills because she really should be happy that her husband is alive. But of course we know she is so disappointed and shocked that it actually kills her. Once you understand the basic idea of irony, then you can further break down this term in three different types of irony: verbal, dramatic, and irony of a situation. You will find verbal irony in figures of speech where the opposite is said from what is intended. In Robert Frost's poem Mending Fences, one of the characters says, "Good fences make good neighbors." Obviously there is nothing neighborly about this statement. He instead is using a fence to keep his neighbors away from him. Dramatic irony is again a contrast like verbal irony. Only with dramatic irony, the contrast is between what a character says or thinks and what the reader knows to be the truth. In the play Oedipus Rex by Sophocles, there's a lot of dramatic irony, because we already know who Oedipus's father is, as well as the rest of the narrative. But Oedipus does not know. Irony of a situation is also used a lot in stories because it is a contrast between what is and what would seem appropriate. In Flannery O'Connor's story, A Good Man is Hard to Find, we expect the grandmother, who is the central character of the story, to act a little more mature. But while she is on the trip sitting in the back seat with the children, she acts just like one of them. She fights and jokes around just like a child. So instead of the matriarch of the family, it is almost like her son and daughter-in-law have 4 children rather than 3. Irony is a device used by authors to suggest ideas rather than explicitly state them.